The original HTC One launched last year was a huge success for the company. It became its best-selling smartphone ever and won numerous awards around the world. Therefore, expectation was high ahead of the launch this week of the all-new HTC One, or M8 as it's also known. The all-new HTC One is a bigger screen, more powerful processor, bigger battery, louder speakers, an innovative dual sensor camera on the back, uses more premium materials and uses the latest version of Android, which all sounds as if it's going to be a huge success. The problem is that the original sold so well that the challenge now for the HTC One M8 is to try and emulate that. Let's take a closer look at some of the features that will help it make it stand out from the competition. The original HTC One's industrial design was one of its biggest selling points, and HTC has continued that design language with the latest model. The phone is now comprised of 90% metal, making it look and feel like a premium product. It retains the curved rear cover of the original, making it comfortable to hold, while the brushed aluminium finish is very attractive. To offset the slightly larger size, HTC has made the edges more curved, though using it one-handed is still a struggle. The screen on the new HTC One is slightly larger at 5 inches compared to last year's 4.7-inch screen. It retains the full HD resolution of 1080 by 1920 pixels, which means the pixel density has dropped slightly, but not so you'd really notice. For video, text or images, the screen is one of the best we've seen and will likely be a match for the Galaxy S5 when it launches next month. The big new feature on the M8 is the duo camera, which is comprised of 2 sensors on the rear. The first is the same 4-megapixel ultra-pixel sensor seen on last year's model, with the second sensor sitting above it measuring depth. While it doesn't necessarily produce better images, it does allow for multiple post-capture effects to be added, such as changing the point of focus on an image, adding various foregrounding effects like motion blur and cartoon, as well as a neat parallax 3D effect. All these tricks work well, but for some it will be little more than a gimmick after initial excitement. HTC has added a dual LED flash on the rear as well, first seen on the iPhone 5S, which makes for much more natural looking images. HTC introduced the front-facing boom sound speakers on the original HTC One and has improved on these with the new model. They have been tweaked and tuned to produce a wider soundstage and clearer audio, and we have to agree that they are still the best smartphone speakers around, mainly because all other manufacturers place their speakers on the sides or rear of their phones. The HTC One M8 is certainly an impressive smartphone. It's got a great screen, powerful processor, nice design and build quality, and excellent speakers. Now, its camera may be a bit of a gimmick, but it's offering something that the other smartphone manufacturers aren't, which is what customers really want. The HTC One M8 overall, it's going to match anything that Sony, Samsung or Apple produced in 2014. Whether this is enough to see it outsell the original is hard to know, but HTC is certainly backing the phone. It's launching it in over 100 countries with over 200 network carriers in the coming weeks. The HTC One M8 is available now in the UK from certain carriers and will cost you around £550 SIM-free. Thanks for tuning in today, and to read the full review, make sure to visit ibtimes.co.uk/technology.